Hi everyone. My name is Audrey. And just be forewarned, this will be the first of many videos. I'm gonna try and post at least 3 times a week. So a little bit about me. Like I said, my name is Audrey. I am 25. I am a single mom. I work full-time nights at a hospital in Austin. I am in the middle of a career and lifestyle change that started off about 5-6 months ago. I was a firefighter and an EMT. I had worked my tail off for 5 years to do that. Lots of bumps along the way, but I finally made it work. And once I got on with the fire department, I had some things happen. Things that honestly made it really hard for me to go to the gym. Made it really hard for me to do my job. We can go into that at another time, but so ultimately 8 months after I got on the fire department, I had to leave for some family reasons and for some physical and mental health reasons. But ever since I left the fire department, I've been increasingly unhappy, increasingly depressed. Because that was one of my passions. It was my main passion. Got a little random hair there. But, so when I gave that up and I had to leave, it spiraled everything a little more out of control. Some of the physical stuff I've been dealing with that was part of why I left was, do not pull on that. Sorry, kids. I had a birth control bar in my arm. No big deal. Women have it all the time. And by no means am I telling any woman to not use birth control, because it is a lifesaver. But because I had it in my arm, what me and my doctor think happened is whenever I put on my air pack at work while I was at the fire department, it hit my bar and I didn't know it. But when it did that, it shoved it an inch deeper into my arm and caused nerve damage. And it also cracked it and made it leak hormones, which ended up putting excess hormones in my body, making my antidepressants, my anti-anxieties, and my mood stabilizers not work. So, when that happened, I gained 30 pounds of almost pure fat in less than a month. I started having numbness and tingling and pain in my right arm. Got to the point where I couldn't even hold a tool without being in pain. Like, even a light tool, just like an axe. And like an axe, a sledgehammer, a Halligan, things that are like 8 to 10 pounds that I couldn't hold without being in excruciating pain. So because of that, and then some health issues with my child, like mentally, and then my stuff going on, I made the decision that it was time for me to leave, at least until I got better and my child got better. So, well, when I left, the depression and stuff got worse. And anyone who has depression or anxiety or bipolar knows that that can be a very vicious cycle. Once you get depressed, you don't want to do anything. And when you don't want to do anything, you get more depressed because you don't want to do anything. And then you don't want to do anything else. And then it's a cycle. So, yeah, I got more depressed. Started going back to the gym. I'd been doing CrossFit for about 1.5 years when all this occurred. Mostly on and off, just because of time and stuff.
Can I clean this off? With this?
No. That's not what that is.
How do I do that? What is this?
That is out of That is trash.
Is it?
That'll make you sick if you open it.
Because it's poison?
Yes. This is one of my children. Like I was saying, I'm a single mom. This is the one that needed mommy home. Mommy's little boy. But so, yeah, like I was saying, I had been doing CrossFit for about 1.5 years, and because of all the weight I had gained, I'd get more depressed when I would leave. For the longest time, working out had become like my medication for my mental illnesses, because I have depression, PTSD, and bipolar, as well as just generalized anxiety. So, yeah. So, not being able to feel good after the gym really had an even more negative impact. And then I was in there and I was lifting, and I lifted a little too heavy, and it caught my belt whenever I went down to drop the weights and yanked me back, and it messed up my knee. Doctor thinks it was just like a really, 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 really bad strain, but it like made me scared to lift again for a while. So went back down that little cycle of I'm too scared to go to the gym, I don't want to get hurt again, and yeah. So now here I am. I have put my foot down, and going to the gym is anxiety inducing for me. One, because I'm scared that I will mess up and I will hurt myself again. So I tend to have a bad habit of not pushing myself hard enough. But I had some things happen 1 year ago, October, that make it really, really hard for me to be in a gym full of men.